is out of the blue corner, the #1 heavyweight contender fighting for the title here tonight. Daniel Cormier has 8 championship belts at home. Do you remember, though, the nerves for your first UFC title?
It's the most overwhelming thing you've ever felt in your entire life. You are sitting in the back waiting for that moment where you get an opportunity to go chase something greater than yourself. So many people have played a part in getting this man to this spot. How does he deliver? How does he not let anyone down? How does he ultimately become the champion of the world? This is a big spot for him. He is so excited to try and become the man.
Well, self-belief is a powerful thing. He has long thought that he is the best heavyweight in the world. Tonight, he gets a chance to prove it. Jon Jones, one of the greatest of all time, has graced the octagon yet again. Johnny Bones is ready to fight. Respect and appreciation as we have for the skill sets of the lower weight class athletes, there is nothing in pro sports quite like a UFC heavyweight championship fight. That is a reality. You've been there, you've done that. Baddest man on the planet, putting that very distinction on the line tonight.
Yeah, the champ walks again, and he wears that proudly. Johnny wants to be called the champ. He loves to be called the baddest man on the planet. He is so skilled, he's so dangerous, he's so scary, and he gets up for these types of challenges. He intends to never let go of his belt.
He understands the challenge in front of him here tonight, but he has been forged by this training camp, the championship experience he has accrued, and we'll see if he can lead the way he enters as the greatest heavyweight in the world. Cain Velasquez, always ready to engage. We'll see how he handles this challenge tonight. And now let's get you our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. All right, now for the particulars, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Jon Bones Jones. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Heavyweight Champion of the world, Cain Velasquez!
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready. Good.
While the fans are going bananas as Jon Jones returns to the octagon, we'll see how he approaches this particular challenge. He has a massive reach advantage as usual. It's one thing to have length and size. It's another thing to use it effectively. Perhaps no one does so as well as the former UFC champion, Johnny Bones. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. All right, no surprise to see Johnny Bones Jones open with some of those long-range weapons and finding some early success in this one.
That's exactly what he does. He throws the front kick to the leg, and he throws those lead kicks to the body. He's long, 6'4" for the weight class, and he has learned masterfully how to fight with his height.
Oh, when he locks up a triangle now, you said off the top, his go-to submission looks pretty tight to me.
Oh, and if he's got you in there, then you know that you're in a lot of trouble. He's starting to shift the arm across, and he gets the cross and attacking armbar.
Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. A lot of top pressure being applied here. crowd always laughs when they go north-south, DC.
Getting them out here. Yep, got to be very careful there.
Well, very efficient and effective with the ground and pound strikes here. High-level work by Velasquez. Posture's up now. That's a vicious head strike. How'd he take it? Just over 3 minutes to go, round one. Velasquez ground and pound from half guard.
Great job finding his shots from the top position.
Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas. Jones is in half guard. But at least staying busy on the bottom. The ground strikes continue to pile up.
Nice shot there by the champ. Great submission defense.
Just over 2 minutes to go.
He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
Under 2 minutes to go in a back-and-forth first round here. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Velasquez. And busy as he looks to improve position here. Velasquez is back in format.
He's got to be careful here.
Create a scramble, let's go!
Bottom fighter better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't have the posture to land that big damage.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Velasquez. Oh, and another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here. All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. Velasquez is able to make a nice transition there back into side control.
Changing the position.
Oh, good ground and pound here.
30 seconds to glory, baby! 30 seconds!
Well, now you see some visible damage on the side underneath the elbow. He told us he was going to invest in the body, and he hasn't missed a whole lot tonight.
You didn't expect him to do it this effectively. He's done a fantastic job of following the game plan.
Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Saved by the bell. There is the final horn. He was getting grounded. He was getting pounded just at the end of the round. So you see, he's taking some of this time here to get back to his feet. Only 60 seconds on the clock between rounds. We will see if this young man can recover. All right, let's get you some pictures from that previous round, DC. A lot of good work with the ground and pound strike.
Yeah, he was able to control posture, get himself postured up, land big ground and pound as he ended the round. What a great finish to a fantastic round.
All right, here we go, DC. The start of our second round. Cain Velasquez. And, of course, the future UFC Hall of Famer, the all-time great Jon Jones. Establishing the jab. Jones's kick to the body is blocked. Oh, and he lands another combination here, really starting to get into a striking groove.
I mean, it's stringing them together so effectively. Never throwing the same attack more than once. What a job to recognize all the openings in his opponent's defenses.
Nice job by Johnny Bones there on the feet. I'm not in the prediction business, but if the opponent doesn't adjust here, this could be the beginning of the end.
He's got to do something different. Because for Jones, he's not only a diverse striker, but he's a fantastic finisher. He's a guy that when he gets his opponents hurt, he knows where to find the spot in their neck.
Jones's cheek looks like it's cut here, starting to bleed a little bit now.
He's going guillotine.
Getting tighter.
That guillotine is tight. Good job by the champ there. Sliding back out.
Velasquez has got him in a crucifix. Gonna work from the top now. All right, side control now. Champ, these submission setups aren't that bad, but he keeps getting denied.
Yeah, because he's not panicking. He's taking his time. He knows what to do whenever something is coming in his direction. It's beautiful. It's beautiful to watch a guy comfortable even when he's under attack.
Relentless pressure from the top by Velasquez. Print the shirts, ground and pound. Jones has got a bruise appearing on that left side now. Got to think that bodily investment is going to pay dividends later in the fight.
Big right hook there by the champ.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Well, this is a tough fighter to buck off. Very good pressure and work here by Cain Velasquez.
Massive shot from the top.
Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight.
Let's go. Get him off here. Get him off.
Good work here to the body with the ground and pound by Velasquez. All right, so now his body language really starting to change and the bruises starting to accumulate on that side.
I mean, you're looking at it, right? When you can visibly see the damage on the body, you know that the work has been done. What a beautiful game plan put together by this team.
Just over 2 minutes now to go in round two. Velasquez is in half guard.
Beautiful ground and pound. If that would cut him.
Oh, crowd just loving it as the fighters, after an extended grappling battle, make their way back to the feet.
Yeah, they're back on their feet. They spent a lot of energy on the ground, though. These guys were going back and forth on the ground, and ultimately, he's gotten back to his feet to give himself an opportunity.
Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound?
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter, and he's very fun to watch.
Yeah, the Godfather would be proud. Really good job with the ground and pound, and now you can see some visible swelling on his opponent.
This is where he wants to be.
Good work from the top here by Cain Velasquez. Another ground and pound strike gets home. Under a minute to go. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Velasquez. Well, this is not football. Targeting is legal, and he is going at that cut, which is getting worse with every passing ground strike.
Look to get your guard back now.
20 seconds to go, round two. Oh, big shots from the top. Looks like a potential submission attempt here. Oh, look out, folks, that is tight.
It looks like it's getting going. Inside control, you got a ton of options. He goes knees on belly.
Jones is out, starting to close up. Got to get that in swell on it between rounds if we get there.
Great work. You won that last round. This round, we want to keep mixing things up. Use your punches, use your knees, use your kicks. I want to see you work that deep.
All right, let's look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. How about just the efficiency when it comes to the ground and pound game?
He was able to throw at the right time, secure at the right time. He wasted no action. For me, this is the most exciting type of fight. A guy that is just dominating his opponent, really, truly putting the grind on his opponent from the top position.
Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight.
Great punch landed with so much power. That hook was bad.
So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Big strike lands.
Big strike lands. Now he looks to try to chase down that finish.
Oh, big right hook, but a whiff. And now leather being thrown on both sides.
Stop.
All right, well, that swelling has essentially rendered him a one-eyed fighter, and to that end, the referee has paused the action. He calls for the ringside physician.
And here comes the doctor. Doctor's gonna take a look at him, check out the swelling, give him the old finger test to see if he can see his opponent in front of him and decide whether or not he can continue.
I think they're going to stop this fight. I stand corrected. Doctor's going to allow them to continue, but he's going to have to go for it, I would think.
Yeah, he will. He's going to have to make some adjustments. And also, he's going to have to lay it all out on the line. He cannot stay back and get picked apart as he has to this point.
Oh, caught him with a head kick. That at least partially landed.
Oh, my goodness. He got kicked in the head, and he's still standing.
Well, how about these numbers? 132 total strikes have now found the mark for Cain Velasquez. And a pretty good connection rate as well, DC, landing with 61% accuracy against Jon Jones. Well, you didn't see a lot of the body work from him in the earlier rounds, but he's certainly getting after it here. Big shot to the body connects there. We'll see if he can follow it up. Such a blow right there, DC. He's rocked.
That was a beautiful hook. It landed perfectly, and it hurt his opponent very bad.
Ooh, guillotine choke would appear to be locked in. Yes, it is. All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here. Just over 3 minutes to go in round 3. Not there yet, but might get the submission here shortly. Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Jones.
All right, take your time, relax, breathe.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, Jonathan, he just gets up. Oh, he got to the spot.
Let's go. The posture now.
All right, he's got the full mount now. Is this one of the most dominant positions in MMA? Is that fair to say?
He's going to start trying to move to a submission here. It looks like he's trying to attack his arm triangle. Good job by the champ there. Sliding back out.
Side control now. Oh, man, the blood is flowing now. I know a lot of you like that, but he has got to figure some things out defensively or this fight's going to end.
He's got to move his head, John. But the problem is, now he's got the blood to deal with. He's got a sharp striker in front of him. He has got a lot of things to deal with if he wants to win this fight. But right now, the focus needs to be on the head movement so you're not getting hit in that cut.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Velasquez. All right, so some high-level stuff there on the ground, but as they make their way back to the feet, a huge response from the crowd, no surprise.
I loved it. I loved all the grappling that was on display there, but fight fans want to see...
Trying to stay in this fight! Leg kick lands, nicely done.
Jump guillotine right away.
Ooh, it's tight. Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long. to allow for himself to get subbed.
All right, continuing to target that swelled area, and it is not looking good now. Continuing to stay busy here on the ground. Oh, huge shots being landed on both sides. All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man. I feel for a wrestler, this is the most dominant position in all of fighting because wrestlers love control.
Right.
And to have your upper body free and your leg able to hold your opponent in position, it is like striking gold. Build your posture, throw your punches, big damage, but then always control the far side. Underhook, this is a great position for a top fighter.
All right, DC, we got a few clips of the damage done in that round. Can see where things really started to escalate.
Yeah, really open up that cut, John. The blows are just devastating. He's got to get out of the way more. I mean, if this guy won't do it himself, somebody's got to help him.
Yeah.
Because you cannot keep taking these types of shots.
You ready to fight? Ready.
We have arrived at the fourth round fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go. Fourth round is underway. What is the fighter's mentality when you enter those seminal championship rings?
You understand.
And that'll do it! Jon Jones with a huge win tonight!
Oh my goodness.
Here's Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 13 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout and new undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Jon Jones.
All right, what a highlight here tonight. Jon Jones, your winner by KO. Some are surprised to learn that Jon Jones has double-digit decision wins in the UFC. No scorecards needed tonight.
Well, that's because he has this ability. When he is on his game, he can do this to the best fighters in the world. So it does get a bit surprising when you hear decision, but even in those decisions, he looks dominant. Tonight he was dominant, but he got the finish that he needed so badly.
And, of course, no scorecards needed. Big knockout for the former light heavyweight champion, Jon Jones.